Welcome back to another video. Still in the boatyard here in the Dominican Republic. They just rolled up with a crane though, right beside my boats. I don't think they're taking me away or repoing it quite yet, but one of my neighbors out here in the harbor, they were trying to clean their turnbuckles and for some reason took them off and the mast fell off the boat. So they brought their boat over here to use the crane, try to put the mast back on. So yeah, we're gonna go over there and watch it. Not really anything else to do today, just kind of waiting. I think tomorrow we're getting put back in the water. So yeah, we'll go see what happens. So the next day, while I was waiting to get hauled out, still trying to fix the trailer, a lot of the cruisers there in the harbor rented a bus, and we drove down to Santo Domingo. Got to check out the big monument there, and then ran to the Aguilas baseball game, which was a whole lot of fun. I've been to some baseball games in the States, but didn't understand a word they said, but still got to watch the game, and the Aguilas won. Morning. I just woke up. They were knocking on my boat here. I got texted yesterday and said that today would be the day, after yesterday would be the day that we get hauled out. I guess they were serious this time. I asked what hour, never got a response. So I guess 8 o'clock in the morning is the hour. I've got, I think, about everything prepped. Just tested the bilge pumps and cleaned them. Well, it didn't really look clean, that's a lie. Just tested them. Just because we did some projects with that shaft seal. So I think we're gonna go out there, watch them put the boat in the water, see what happens. Yeah, I just kind of got stuck here. Had enough things wrong. Thought I'd try, but...
Yeah, well, you got the rudder fixed.
Exactly.
You need the rudder.
Yep, I just put a new shaft seal on. Oh. Boat's in the water. No water coming into the shaft seal, which is the biggest concern. Gonna get water primed through the water impeller, see if the engine fires up and spins and how that looks. That was not... I mean, it went in, but that trailer is barely holding apart. They had to tie some chains around it. It started to flex too much. We're in the water. No water's inside the boat yet, so I guess we'll have to call it a success. So, I didn't film much. 2 days later, they put the boat in the water. It went sort of smooth. We had a misunderstanding, bit of a disagreement. I was starting to feel a bit sick. Damien came over, helped me move the boat. I motored over, and on the way over I hit 5.7 knots full throttle, which The most I'd ever done before, I think, was 3.7, 3.5, and that was 5.7 upwind, so that was really darn good. The motor fired right out, push of a button with that new battery. It sounds better, like it seemed like it was running smoother. The autopilot worked great, was quiet, very accurate, so I'm pretty darn excited. Water stayed out from the shaft seal, no water came in. Things look pretty darn good, and a couple perks. Like I said, the yard had we had our disagreements, but the owner, the lady in the office, tried charging me for the extra days I was in the yard, but I was ready the day I paid up to haul back in. The trailer was broken again, so thankfully the owner showed up, and I didn't complain I was going to pay it, but he said, no, you don't need to pay, you know, that's our fault. So I do respect that. And then he noticed I didn't have bottom paint for that section of the rudder. He opened up a can of paint they had and put a couple coats on for free, so that was very nice. I do respect that. Like I said, I think they're trying over there, but they're kind of Dominican trying, so you know, is what it is. But we are back on the mooring ball now. Life on the water is much better than life in the boatyard, I'll tell you that. We finally have a breeze again. We point into the breeze. No more mosquitoes at night. Don't need all those bug screens. Don't have to climb up and down a ladder. Things are good. I'm gonna pick up today. I really didn't do anything the past 2 days. Like I said, I was feeling pretty sick. But I think that's something's going around again. But the last video, I kind of quickly rushed through all my fixes. I didn't really show you what I did because I filmed so much. Oh gosh, I filmed so much that it was gonna be a long and boring video. But back here, this is the new shaft seal, and she's beautiful. I painted the coupler. Everything's still a little rusty, but not a drip coming through. This is the old shaft seal to kind of show you what it looks like. That rubber is like 22 years old, so it had no more compression. It was so rusty, in that collar, the shaft collar on there too had all this corrosion on it, so it wasn't making a good seal. So the new one hopefully should last. Like I said, not a drip coming out of it while motoring. Still has room to compress more as it gets older. I'm very happy with that so far. I redid some wiring. I kind of tried to clean it up, make it look a little prettier, a little safer. The new autopilot back here ran great, just in the motor over. Haven't tested it under sail yet. Seems very promising. And yeah, now today I got to do some picking up. I got a flight out of here in 2 days, so we're gonna tidy up, kind of prep the boat to be left for a month, and then yeah, I guess just get to clean them. So leaving tomorrow morning, on my list of chores to do is laundry. Of course, I pay for the laundry at Las Vegas. The machine only works half the month. The other half of the month it's always busy. And so this morning go in and the drum is disconnected from the machine. So it's gonna be out of service for a while. Whipped out the old trusty 5-gallon bucket. Spent the past 2 hours doing all my laundry by hand. So hopefully come back to a decent smelling boat. And next on the chore list to prep for leaving is taking the dinghy. We're gonna run out to the beach, pull her up, flip her, scrub the bottom, get her looking pretty again, and then start stowing all this junk when we get back. It's like 2 weeks. Really not that bad. But if we're gonna be storing on the deck, we don't want that to dry. So all I do, I keep it simple. My old disc scrub, when I'm ready to swap it out, sprinkle sand all over. The sand's probably not great on the plastic, but it rubs it right off. I rinse it, then we'll rinse the inside, lightly scrub, and have a brand new dinghy. Dinghy back together, looking a little cleaner. I need to get some more degreaser on the tubes, but easy as that. Pretty stinking fun chore. Just hanging out on the beach on a beautiful Sunday, really. Another day. Hung out with some friends yesterday, trying to say goodbye to everybody. Because a lot of people are leaving while I'm gone in December. I think they're all going south, so we should be kind of meeting up again, hopefully. But kind of sad. It's kind of like the end of summer camp, except for a month-long summer camp. But getting the boat packed up, it doesn't look like it. It's quite hectic, but get all the dishes, get everything clean, turn off the fridge, throw away all my food. I'm leaving everything open, so cracks, all the cabinets, the microwave, just to try to get as much airflow as possible. Because last time I left, I sealed everything up tight, all the hatches, everything, and there was mold everywhere. It took me a week just to clean, and ideally when I get back, I'd like to be here a week or two, get out of Dodge. So one less thing to do, but yeah, get everything opened up. All the seacocks are closed. The black water tank is been emptied, and I put this like some sort of RV treatment stuff in there while I'm gone. Up here, flip all the cushions over, fold the blankets up, and then the plan is I'm going to put the bug screens on, put the hatch down just a little bit, put the dinghy over top of it, so hopefully some air will kind of come up through the dinghy as well, and through these, but then no rain can come in because that dinghy is going to be over it so much. So that's why I'm gone. Hopefully that'll help. I've seen other boats doing that. Seemed like a great idea, but that's really next. And then I gotta pack a couple things, bringing back quite a lot of stuff. When I moved onto the boat, I'm from Missouri. I left the day after Christmas, like 2 years ago now, and brought all my winter gear and jeans and long socks, long underwear. So I was like, I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I forgot I was living on a boat. So I'm getting rid of a lot of that stuff, bringing it back. And then just some personal keepsake items I've had on the boat, trying to clear out space, but that's not important. We're gonna get up, fold the bimini up, get the dinghy up on deck, and I'm getting all the canvas covers on everything too. So hopefully everything will still be here when we return. So got the dinghy up here on deck, upside down, over the hatches for the most part. Berth hatches down there, and then I threw my sun cover on just to help keep the UVs off the dinghy. The dinghy's more expensive than the sun cover, so don't want it to break down as much. We'll go see what it looks like from inside. I'll let this try out too. But so this is what it looks like in the V. Bug screens, hatch propped up, and then like I said, the dinghy's over it enough where no rain should be hopefully coming in, and if it is, I move the cushions for airflow. We'll see if this all works. And then what's nice about the bathroom is it's a shower. It's one big shower, so drains to the bilge. I'll leave this one open. The dinghy's not quite over it as much, the sun cover is, but if rain comes in, it's just going in here into the bilge. It'll evaporate. So yeah, she's looking good. And next we're gonna pull that engine up, put a lock on it, because Damien and even had their engine stolen just 2 days ago here in the harbor. So that's the first time that's happened in a while, but we're going to lock up just because it never hurts to be cautious. Showered, boat I think is prepped. I'm probably forgetting something. Seacocks closed, bilges set up. I set my Wi-Fi camera up here. and I have it pointed at the bilge. So when I'm gone, I don't have to worry as much. I can, you know, every now and then if I'm worried, just check it, see the bilge level. I moved the float switch higher. I think with the new shaft seal, I got no water coming in. So I took a picture. We'll see how much that changes by the time we come back. And then if this does come in and this breaks, I've got a high water alarm, and that's loud enough that Rick, my mooring neighbor, should be able to hear it. Leave the Starlink on when I'm gone so I can watch the camera. I've got a one of them Garmin inReaches, so I can watch from my phone, make sure no one steals the boat. Everything looks good. It said seacock's closed, windows closed except for these two, get some airflow. Cushions are all turned up. I should probably put something under these. I might put like a little something, prop them up. Luggage is there. I'm gonna put some trash bags on it, run to shore. I've got the bimini folded up. This is folded up. I've got a piece of fabric that covers the hatch. I'm really just doing this to make sure I know where I'm going, make sure everything's happened, but she looks good. I think everything's closed up. Now I'm gonna call Rick and see if he can give me a ride to shore. Then we got a margarita into town. Not a drink. That's called like the little tuk-tuks, the little taxis. And then we'll get lunch, meet the big taxi. You'll see all this. Well, I made it here to Missouri. Didn't end up filming much of the flight just because it's a flight. You guys know what that looks like. It's boring. 2-hour taxi ride to Santiago to Miami, Miami to Missouri. I landed here, got back, I'm at my grandparents' house got here at 1 in the morning, so 3 my time. Late night, good stuff. This will be the last video for a while. It's Thanksgiving tomorrow as you're watching this, and then I have some parts to make those cheek blocks for the jib sheets. I'm going to try to make those while I'm here in their workshop, so I'll try to make a video for that for y'all. That'll probably be 2 weeks from now, so a bit of a break for me for December, but I appreciate y'all for watching. We got Rambler set up pretty good. I'm excited to get back down there. It is cold up here and everything is dead. I don't know if you can see. I'm kind of missing the Dominican right now, but good stuff. We'll get everything done, and with Thanksgiving, I'm thankful for all of you all for watching, allowing me to do this. It's an amazing adventure to be on, and to be able to take the time off now to come back and visit family is great. Be back in America. I'm a happy guy, thankful for a lot, got a lot to be thankful for, and appreciate y'all for watching the video this week. And I will see you when I see you.